Hello everyone, welcome back to another day in our month of mobility challenge. If you have never been here before and you're new here, I'm Roxy. What's up? Welcome. You've hopped in on, like I said, our month of mobility challenge. So this challenge is all about up-leveling our warm-ups as dancers and making them much more active and dynamic and actually priming our body to move safely and move at its best before dancing. A good warm-up literally makes a good dance practice. If you are not properly warming up, if you are just kind of getting in there doing a quick little stretch, you're just not gonna dance your best. You're just not gonna be able to activate that flexibility and fluidity and aliveness that you want to. You're gonna feel stiff, you're gonna feel clunky, you're not gonna be as open, especially if you wanna do bendier things and tricks, and your likelihood of injuring yourself or just feeling pain and achiness and stiffness the next day goes up way more if you have not properly warmed up your body. So I'm going to show you how to do that and give you all of my favorite mobility and active stretching tips and techniques and moves throughout these 30 days. Let's get into these hips. Let's get some hip mobility. We're going to stretch into our legs. This is going to be really juicy and awakening for your body to be primed and ready to dance. All right, friends, grab your water and I will meet you on the mat. Let's open up these hips, grab a ball because we're gonna start with a little bit of myofascial release. And this is one of my favorite hacks if I know I wanna do some kind of middle split, side tilt leg line stuff. This is kind of the secret hack to really open up your hips, release tension, and it feels really great. So we're gonna come down onto our back here. This is like a great way to get started if you're feeling kind of lazy, but you know you want to move. You're going to take the ball and you're going to lift up your hips, place the ball underneath one glute, lower back down, and I'm kind of bringing it right here, like not too far in, but kind of a little bit on the edge here. And then I'm going to let that knee drop out to the side and then keep the other one here. So you'll notice right off the bat, it can feel kind of intense. You might even feel your muscles kind of tense up, almost like, recoil a little bit. It's an intense release, but what we're doing is targeting some of those outer glute muscles and some of the deeper rotator muscles like our piriformis that are deep in the hips and don't get a lot of opportunities to release or get stretched really. So, this is all about loosening up tension, releasing tension in the fascia and some of the tissues in the hip that we're going to be working in just a moment here once we get into the more dynamic part of this practice. So this is our opportunity to tune into the breath and let this side of our body get heavy and really drape over the ball, imagining those muscles like melting around the ball. And sometimes I like to bring in a little bit of movement. You can roll around and find like, where's another spot? Oh my gosh, that could use some release. Pretty much anywhere is good. It's just about getting it on the soft tissue and not like pushing into your bones. So aim for getting into the muscles. Oh my goodness. And breathing. So I'm gonna place my hand on my belly just to feel that expansion through the diaphragm. And deflating, melting, releasing to the floor. Listening to your body, seeing where you want to take that ball in that side of the hip, seeing if it wants movement, and then once you find a spot that feels kind of tight, see if you can drop your weight onto that ball and take some deep breaths. Oh my goodness, and it can kind of hurt in a good way. It's like at first it can feel really sensitive, and then as you get into it and things start to release, it starts to feel good. So just breathe too, because it's common that other parts of your body, like your shoulders, your jaw, can kind of clench up too, or your belly might get tight. So we're trying to soothe, relax where we can. And do a couple more breaths on the sides. I encourage you to just drop into a melt, into some stillness for these last couple breaths. Dropping into the body, feeling the rise of the inhale. Letting go through the exhale. Good. And you're mindfully bring that knee back up and then let it drop out to the side without the ball. And I immediately feel the difference between like my side that hasn't been released and the side that I just did. It feels like my knee can drop way more to the side, which is the range of motion that we want to try and open up with this. So you can even check in and see like, how's my other side? Whoa, it does not go all the way down as easily. So let's do that other side, placing the ball under the left side now. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay. Breathing, relaxing, letting this whole blend just feel heavy, surrendering, letting go through the inner thighs, the glutes, the hip flexors, the quads. When they talk about releasing your trauma through your hips, this is one of those exercises that can like release a lot from your tissues. So if it feels pretty tender and sensitive, just breathe through it. See if you can think about the muscles and the fascia like truly draping on that ball, releasing, softening. Roll around there, find some new spots that feel tight, like even that massage. Oh my gosh, and the dropping back into stillness. Whew. Relax the shoulders, the jaw and the brow. Oh my goodness, on my left side. I'm so much more sensitive, tight right now. If you notice a difference in your two sides, that's totally normal. Just notice it. Good. Okay, last few breaths here in some stillness. Oh, yeah, all right, let's lift it back up and then see how it feels dropping out to the side without the ball. Immediately for me feels like way easier, and that is where we get that kind of nice openness through the hips. That's gonna come in handy for the moves we're gonna do. So you can put that ball to the side and draw those knees up. And I'm just gonna take like this little moment here to stretch. Send your breath down into your lower body, your lower belly. I'm gonna circle the ankles here, taking the feet, the toes in a circle. We're gonna move into a little bit of a neuro exercise here, proprioception brain game, which also is a sneaky thing that can help unlock our mobility in our body. So let's take a little windshield wiper here. We're gonna do some foot-eye coordination, okay? So this next exercise might seem a little weird, but the more that we actually help our brain find our body and tune into that embodiment of like mind into the muscle, knowing where our body is through space, cultivates a deeper sense of safety that the brain likes and will actually lead to you being able to open up your range of motion. So we're just with the left knee bent on the floor, right leg straight. And now I want you to keep your head totally straight. Like we're not gonna be turning our head. We're just gonna be moving our eyes to start to follow the foot. So I'm gonna let the foot cross, and I'm gonna let the left knee cross in. So I'm like crossing my legs, almost like if I had to like pee or something, crossing over, and I'm gonna wash that foot, and then I'm gonna go the reverse, bringing the left knee out to the side, bringing the right foot out to the side with my leg straight, going as far as I can go, keeping the foot in my sight without turning my head. So just moving my eyeballs, and then bringing it across the center, cross it, and open. So keeping everything with your head still, just moving your eyes, following that foot, and closing, and then opening the legs. So keeping energy through this leg, flex the foot, working some of that hip abduction here as well. 3, and open, 2, and 1. Good, coming back to the center. Same thing, now we're gonna take this foot in a big circle. So keeping it just above peripheral vision, especially as we go down. Following with your eyes, but not your head. This is a good hip mobility exercise too, controlling that motion of the femur in the hip socket. So keep this leg straight, and like, yes, you will feel your core, you will kind of feel the muscles around your hips working here. We want to move with control, trying to create as big of a range of motion with that circle as we can, while keeping the foot in our peripheral vision, being able to follow it. Then we'll start switch directions, coming up the side and down, out, up the side. Oh yeah. Try and keep the rest of your body still too, not like rolling or anything. We're trying to stay really neutral down the center. That'll also work your core. Okay, let's switch sides. Left leg up. We start with cross and open. And that right knee joint open. Bring that left leg up as far as you can. Watching the foot. And cross. And open. Remember to breathe, soften the shoulders, cross, and open. I know this is so weird, but I promise your brain really likes this. And we're just breathing easefully here, normal breath, mindful breath. And 3, and open. Cross 2, and open, 1, open, and bring it back up, and now finding our circles coming out to the side, down as low as you can, and then up, following your foot with just your eyes. Trying to keep the rest of your body stable and not rolling off with that foot. These are great as a warm-up exercise for dancers too, because it really does help. So stretchings with that kind of hand-eye coordination, that proprioception of knowing where your body is moving through space, and really feeling grounded in your body before you start dancing or start your tougher training. And it really kind of lubricates out that hip joint, like taking these circles Good, all right, I'm gonna come up and I'm gonna bring the hands to my thighs here to come up and down, pointing my feet as I come into a little straddle here, flexing on the way up, point on the way down. Flex heels together, point as you open. Working those inner thighs a little bit. And I'm just using my hands for a bit of light pressure into the stretching here in this middle split shape. Flex, lift, point, and open. Flex, lift, point, down. Good. Okay, we're gonna bring the legs to the rock back and rock up, coming into our tabletop here. I'm gonna bring the right leg out to the side. We're gonna start with some fire hydrants, but with the leg straight. So really trying to lift it as high as we can to the side. Up and up. Let's go. 10, 9, try and keep your spine neutral, neck neutral. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, really straight, 2, 1, beautiful. Now I'm gonna turn this slightly to the side so y'all can see this next move here. Bringing it out to the side, we're gonna slide out, bring your hips to the floor, and then draw back up. So I want you to think about your inner thighs like magnetizing together as you draw together. So dropping into that range of motion, getting that stretch, getting low, and then up. You can use your hands a little bit, but try to really think about drawing together from the hips, from those inner thighs. Sliding out and up. And sliding out and up. Last one and up. Beautiful. From here, I'm gonna bring this right leg out to the side and I'm gonna come into this kind of low side lunge here. So not quite like half of a yogi squat, but then putting this knee down. So both legs are kind of turned out here. And we're gonna drop into just a few lunges, dropping into our depth here. Exhale, squeeze and lift. Inhale down, exhale, lift. Good, let's drop down here. And I'm not just collapsing, I'm staying very activated, but in that depth. Reach your one arm across and one arm up overhead, taking this sideline lean, and I'm not just hanging out from my leg, I'm staying lifted, I'm activating, lengthening these hands away from each other. Taking a deep breath here. Good, bringing this left hand to the floor, we're gonna pivot on that back knee, coming into a twisted lunge, briefly holding onto that foot, and then we're gonna reverse back, bringing this right hand to reach it underneath the left, dropping low through this lunge. So we're gonna find this going back and forth. Pivot, open, twist, and pivot, slide, and drop. Lift, and twist, pivot, and drop in that depth. Really nice inner thigh stretch. Whew. Lift, pivot, stretch, lift, and stretch. Taking a breath here. I'm actually gonna reach both of my arms forward now, just dropping through the center, getting into this hip stretch here. Taking a deep breath into the back of the body, drawing the breath down the spine, into the hips. Good, lifting up. And then back into our twisted lunge here, grab a little of that foot, and we're gonna sit and breathe here. Trying to not sag too much, stay lifted, especially through the shoulders. Press through that left arm all the way down to the hand. Staying lifted in the heart, looking back behind you, maybe pulling that foot in. Breathe. I'm gonna activate a little bit of PNF here, so I'm gonna activate this left leg and think about squeezing the glute and slightly pushing that pointed foot into my hand, try to resist. Squeeze and then release. And then I'm gonna squeeze, activate, resist the hand. Engage the muscles that we're stretching and then release them. One more time, squeeze, engage. And release. So good, let that go. I'm gonna come now to bringing this foot in front of my hips, coming into this half split here. And I'm actually gonna kind of sit like right on the heel a little bit. And I'll leave it up to you guys how far open you want this angle between the legs, because here's what we're gonna do. We're going to come into a kind of flat back, into the stretch here, and then lifting up, which can be quite a challenge for our balance. So we're going for this active stretch here and working our core and everything to kind of deadlift our chest out of it. So sometimes you have to play with the angle. We're gonna come down and up. Now, if no hands feels too hard, you can bring your hands lightly to the floor just for a little bit of support here. And then squeeze like you're trying to press the legs into the floor to push you up. Inhale down, take that stretch, and then activate to lift. I'm gonna bring my hands to my hips. Flat back forward, chest lifts. Inhale forward, exhale lift. Inhale forward, and lift. One more. Oh, that is tough. Good, yeah, okay, let's come. Bring that heel forward, and we're gonna do a side stretch here. Again, reaching bottom arm across, top arm over that foot. Really opening up to the side here, try not to round too much. Side bend and breathing into this left side here. And I'm using this right hand to kind of push that left leg into the floor a little bit. Try to stay grounded and not like coming up like this. Big breath. And lengthening. I'm definitely not just kind of collapsing here. I'm really reaching, actively lengthening. Good, lift on up, and we'll lift up onto our shin here. Bring that leg parallel, reach on the right arm over to the side here. Right leg lengthening. I'm gonna take this right arm in a big circle, just 3 to open up the chest. Round, and arch. And reach forward. And we're gonna lift this right leg up and start to take some circles here. Trying to keep the rest of our body nice and stable and not be wiggling around, and just isolating that leg. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tap it down. We're gonna lift it up, try and tap hand to foot. Taking these like side. Nice. Exhale up. Inhale. And let's go. 5. Keep the legs straight, toes pointed. 4, 3, 2. This last one, we're gonna grab the foot or the ankle, the calf, wherever you can here. So even if you have to grab here, Grab us up as high as you can and take this stretch here. Breathe, finding the balance. A very active stretch. We're trying to stabilize, balance. Good, keeping the leg, we're gonna lower the hips down. Okay, now we're gonna do some active presses. So I'm gonna get a good grip onto this foot, kind of like the inner arch ankle here. Hand on the floor, and we're gonna press up and work on this side booty. Pressing up, inhale down. Exhale up, inhale down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, bring this leg down. We're gonna cross it in front, knee crossing in front of the other, and bring the hips up. Bring your hands to the hips here. Trying to press our hips forward. You know that can be tough in this one, so even if you're kind of hinged here, that's fine. Just work up to as high as in the, get up kneeling as high as you can. Okay, from here, I'm gonna just bring the hands slightly behind and take a little baby arch. Opening my heart to the ceiling. Good. Okay, we're gonna bring ourselves over to stretch this left side by bringing the right hand down to the floor and the left arm up overhead. And breathing into the stretch. Good, and come on down. We're gonna sink our hips in between the feet here. I'm gonna bring my hands over to this left side to unwind. Coming into a forward fold before coming back onto the floor. And draw other side now. So finding your tabletop, bring this left leg out to the side, and we'll start by lifting. Trying to get that leg super high, but keeping the torso relatively stable and not like moving through the shoulders or hips too much. And down. And stay neutral through the neck. You know, not dropping here, not lifting up. Nice and centered. Exhale, lift.
Make it there on time. Don't bring down the mood. Greet them with a smile.
7, 6, energy through that leg, pointed toe. 5, 4, 3, go it goes, booty 2, 1. Good, okay, bring ourselves just to the side here so you can see. But from our tabletop here, we slide out, letting the hips come to the floor. And then lift up, sliding back in. You come down. And magnetizing inner thighs together to slide back. Down. And I am using my hands, but I'm still trying to activate through the legs to magnetize. Bringing your weight back to that center line. Good. Let's bring this left leg out to the side here. Coming into this side kind of turned out lunge thing here. We'll drop down and up. Now what's really important here is that we don't roll in on our arches. We're trying to really work that external rotation to keep the knee tracking over the toes. That's how we keep our knees healthy. Inhale down. Exhale, press up. Chest lifts. Tall spine. Inhale down. Exhale. And we're going to drop down here. Good, now we're gonna work into, do our side reach. Forgot. Lengthen here, so I'm not collapsing. I'm very active, like I could stand up now if I wanted to. This is where that active stretching comes. We want to drop into the depths so we're still getting this nice inner thigh stretch. But we're also very active, engaged, lengthening, lifting, reaching. And trying to breathe too with all of that. Beautiful. Left or right hand comes down. We're gonna lift the left arm as we pivot to bring it around and back for that foot. And then working that mobility switch, reaching left arm underneath the right, dropping low. And then we lift our pivot and twist. Spiral. Down and reach, threading that arm. Lifting up. Good. Let's go ahead and hold here for a breath. I'm just gonna slide my arms straight forward. Dropping low, thinking heart and head towards the floor, but still keeping that left leg, especially turned out. Deep breath. Good, lifting up now, turning into this twisted lunge. And we're gonna hold here, staying lifted through this right side, heart shines forward. Holding this right foot into the body here. Looking behind. Activating that PNF. I'm gonna squeeze the right bigger cheek. Press to that foot, we're gonna resist the hand. And then exhale, release into the stretch. Activate, resist. Squeezing the muscles are stretching and release them. Last time. Good. Releasing and coming into this kind of funky half split here for our little hovers. So again, you can kind of test out, maybe you just have fingertips and you're working on keeping that back flat and kind of playing and understanding the balance of this. And if you feel ready to do with no hands, whew, see, that can happen. It's very challenging. I might even on this side. Start with the hands. And then engage the core and the legs, like activate to lift. We go into that depth. And then we power up. This is how we build that active range of motion. Good, keep going. Move with the breath, exhale up. Inhale down. Last one. And up. Okay, bringing that foot forward, sitting all the way on the booty here. And we're gonna reach, taking our twisted arms here, left arm's kind of pushing that right thigh into the floor. Right arm is reaching, it's not just kind of laying limp here, like really open up and lengthen through those fingertips. Breathing deeply into this right side, like into the ribs, expand the stretch. Beautiful, lifting up. Right hand to the floor, Coming up on that right shin, left side lengthens. We're gonna open up the chest with 3 big circles, taking your head, shoulders, chest with that arm. Good, and lengthening, open, lift this left leg, little circles back. Working that articulation, keeping the rest of the body stable. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop this foot, and we do our cakes. Tap and down. See if we can pause for a moment and release. Tap and open. And let's go. 5 and lengthen. 4, lengthen. 3, 2, 1. Grab on, take a stretch here. We're gonna lower the hips down, reset before we do our presses. Let's go, lifting up as high as you can. Down, tap the booty. Use that exhale, power up. 4, 3, oh my God, my booty, you guys. 2, 1, good. Bring that leg across in front and lift the hips up here. Into a kneeling Gomukhasana. Oh my goodness. And we've been moving pretty low and slow, staying grounded, but I'm feeling the work. I hope you guys are too. Slow and mindful can be just as potent of a workout as, sometimes more than just going really fast through everything. Who knew stretching could be so sweaty, huh? Taking a little arch back. Good. And then reach left hand to the floor. Reach long through this right side. And if that feels like too much, just bring one hand to that hip. Good. Sit through the center. Ground those sits bones. Bring the hands to the right side to then unwind. Lift into a little forward fold stretch. All right, I'm going to just turn around and come into a nice wide turned out squat here. Taking a twist, pressing the legs out to the side. Inhale, center, and switch. Inhale, hands come to the floor. I'm gonna scooch those feet out a little bit wider and start to shift one side, straightening the other leg, and then shifting. Try to keep these heels on the floor, okay? Working into that depth to be able to keep these heels grounded and not lifted up here. Shifting over to the right side, and let's open up the arms, taking this twist here. Beautiful, and I'm gonna take these arms into a bind, and I'm kind of sitting my hips all the way down onto the floor for this. Beautiful, release the hands. I'm gonna turn this knee in and stretch towards this left leg. Taking just a couple breaths here. And lifting up. Now turning out this foot right back to where it came from, placing our hands on the floor, lift up to shift over other side. Opening up the arms here, staying lifted, staying active, and then you can lower down all the way as you take those arms into our bind here. Good, release the bind, turn this knee in, face the right leg, stretch forwards. And come on up, turn this leg out, lifting up, shifting to the center. All right, friends, hopefully you are feeling nice and warmed up to do some dancing. We're not gonna take it into a Shavasana today because I want you to keep the energy lifted, but what we are gonna do is come on down and just do a few centering breaths and take a moment to visualize ourselves dancing, moving with breath, fluidity, ease, and connection with our bodies. From one hand to our heart, one hand to our belly. Take any comfortable seat. Taking this moment to honor our body, to thank it in advance for allowing us to move with freedom, with expression, to dance, and what a gift that is. And that by taking this time to really properly warm up and get into our bodies, we're showing such deep respect and love, not taking these vessels for granted. So just breathing into your hands, visualizing yourself moving with power, with grace, with a radiance, and also a fluidity that comes from being deeply connected with your breath. Imagining that all of your movement that you do as you dance is simply the ripple of the breath. Breath activates full, luscious, beautiful movement. Visualize yourself dancing like a wave, following the rhythm of the breath as it rolls into your body and out like a wave on the shore. Inhale, arms sweep up overhead. Uniting the palms, gently pressing them together, feeling the warmth of your hands and drawing it down into your heart. Let this dance practice, whatever you're doing the rest of your day, let it be part of your movement manifestation. Whatever your goals, whatever you are inviting into your life, let every movement, every breath, every little juicy detail of whatever you do to invoke that into your life. Peace, confidence, love, abundance, whatever it is. All right, friends, thanks for joining me for another day in our month of mobility. Like this class, make sure you are subscribed so you don't miss the next upload, and I will see you in our next class. But have a beautiful dance session. I will see you so soon. Mwah. If you loved this class and you're ready to push your training further, then my Mobility Muse Pole Intensive is the perfect next step to help you unlock new, stunning, bendy tricks and spin passes. This program is built for dancers who want real progress, who are craving growth, need some structure in their training, and a refreshed routine to get them out of their rut. So this program combines yoga, stretching, and mobility cross-training with an exciting spin tricks curriculum. Over the course of 8 weekly masterclasses, you will feel your body and pole dancing skills completely transform. As you start my active stretching techniques, you'll be able to access more advanced crowd pleaser tricks that require deeper flexibility. As you build strength, your transitions and your flow will become more refined, smooth, and fluid. As you increase your mobility and expand your range of motion, your spin passes will start to have that gorgeous, bendy shape wow factor. And as your stamina increases, you'll have the energy to truly dance through your tricks, helping you activate that next level artistic mastery and confidence. This program is so much more than just giving you tutorials for tricks. This is gonna actually prepare your muscles, your fascia, and your nervous system to be able to unlock these challenging bendy tricks and do longer, more intricate spin passes without hurting yourself or without feeling stuck and frustrated on a plateau and not seeing the flexibility and strength gains that you want. I'm gonna teach you all the same regimens that have helped me over the years to become the flexy professional performer that I am today, all while preventing injuries. You can start training like a pro today with me from the comfort of your own home, as long as you have a pull and a willingness to get outside your comfort zone. The link to sign up is below, and I will see you inside the program.